Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another comic book review. And today we're going to take a look at Thor number 10, which is written by Donny with artwork by Klein, Prey Part 2. And in the last issue you saw the return of Donald Blake, and essentially Thor, he's kind of moping around. And for 2 issues he was moping around in Nowheresville, Oklahoma, and was throwing his hammer around and was fighting with Iron Man for some reason. And the last issue he was back in Asgard and wanted to shift back into his Donald Blake form, and he did. And essentially he's trapped in this evil world that Donald Blake has ravaged, and you see Donald Blake is turned into a villain of sorts, and he's in Asgard now. In the last issue he's fighting Loki, and you see he's got everyone crossed out here. He's got Donald Blake himself is crossed out. There's Beta Ray Bill, there's Frog, Thor, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So they always give you a good little recap of what's going on. And Donald here is in Asgard at the armory, looking for his weapon of choice after he defeated Loki. And he's destroying all the ancient texts and just wreaking havoc and causing destruction. And I'd mentioned in the last issue that it's like, why do they always have to make the good characters into villains? But, I'm interested to see where the story goes, because I did like the last one. The artwork's very good. And you have Lady Sif here with Beta Ray Bill and Volstagg show up. And they all start battling. The first one to go is Beta Ray Bill. And Donald just beats the crap out of him, stabs him. You see he gashes his arm right there. And he's no match. And he uses his magic to take his helmet off. And what is Beta Ray Bill? Is he like a horse or a pig or something? I think he's like a horse. And he rips like his horse face off and turns him into just this shell of himself. And he's about to kill him until Volstagg shows up. And he gets destroyed. And then Lady Sif shows up with all the other Asgardians. And they all get destroyed. So nobody's a match for Donald Blake. So I don't know how they're going to stop him. And he stabs her, almost cuts her arm off. Here's all this King in Black stuff. We'll talk about that at the end, I guess. But he takes her sword and uses the Bifrost to make his way to the heart of Asgard. And you see there's the helmet of Galactus, who I think it was at issue 6 where Thor killed Galactus and took the helmet home as a prize, as his new trophy. And then they see here that everything's been ravaged. There's death and fire, and everything's just destroyed, man. What's going on? So it cuts here to when Donald was happy dude and peace loving and everything, and then it cuts over to Thor, and this is the world that Donald Blake was living in, all burned and stuff, and there was all this all these blood marks everywhere, and he sees Jormungand, the giant serpent, and he says, "Oh, he killed us all, Thor. What have you done?" And he's basically saying we need to put a stop to him before he kills us all. And you see Donald here, who I guess this is the Donald Blake from earlier, who destroyed all the Lady Sif and Beta Ray Bill and all of them, and he's back to like his human form, and he's going to this medical center. And you see as he's walking in there, he says, "Excuse me? Dr. Foster, I presume? Donald, Jane, my God, I haven't seen you. I mean, you look so young." "Yes, far, far too long, to be continued." So, what's he going to do to Jane Foster? What did Jormungand say here? I kind of glossed over. He says, "It awoke him in a fury unlike anything I've ever seen. The rage of a man waking up to find his entire life a lie. He will bend to no one. He cannot be stopped. He slit my throat and tore my hide for his armor. You have never faced anything like him, Thor. He is the dragon now, and yet he is much more. He will take everything you have ever loved." Uh-oh, so yeah, he's going to kill Jane Foster, probably. Uh-oh. So yeah, Thor's pretty interesting. I've enjoyed it. The artwork's good enough for me to stick with, and we'll see where the story goes. So here's this King in Black stuff. I guess number 2's coming out later on in the month, and number 3 will be out in December. Okay. So Thor's going to face Noel in that issue. And then you got the Planet of the Symbiotes, Black Knight number 1. These are all like one-shots, I guess. Gwenom vs. Carnage. Okay, don't think so. And The Return of the Valkyries. I don't think so. I don't think so. But Venom. Venom was pretty good. I read 31. That one was great, actually. So yeah, Thor, I'd recommend. Check it out. At this point for Marvel, the hierarchy for me is Darth Vader. Then I would honestly say Venom and King in Black, just based on the first issue and Venom 31. Then I would say Thor, then Daredevil. And then then nothing, I guess. So that's my hierarchy as far as Marvel Comics. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more comic book reviews coming soon. Everybody have a great day.